One of the most important pieces of work that have come out in the Children of the Code project that I want to draw your attention to is the work on asynchrony. Asynchrony refers to not synced up, not happening at the right time together, in effect. And one way that all of us have experienced this is with our cars. Remember having to get your car timed or tuned? What happens when the ignition system isn't working with the mechanics of the valves opening? The car just stutters. Well, the same thing happens in the mind of a reader. If the parts of the brain that are involved in processing the visual elements and the parts of the brain that are processing the auditory elements and the parts of the brain that are buffering them up in memory, the parts of the brain that are trying to figure out how they work together, if any of those things get out of sync with each other, the whole thing starts to stutter up. This example that we have here in this simulation of asynchrony, this is just less than 1 second of taking the various pieces of music, and instead of them being in sync, delaying them in time, so that you've got the drums happening and just a slight bit at a time with the violins, just a slight bit at a time with the horns, and instead of having this intelligible, enjoyable music, you end up with this, again, this kind of annoying cacophony. And the same thing can happen in the mind of a struggling reader, where the parts that are independently doing sub-processes don't come together and feed the stream, so to speak, fast enough to keep this whole projector system working.